Seht euch mal diese Details an. Das ist voll süß. Das will ich sogar auf meine Terrasse stellen. Ist ein bisschen groß, aber trotzdem. Das ist voll süß. Ich bräuchte es kein Sino habe, um ihn da hinzustellen. Wir befinden uns in Akt 4 von der Archontenauftrag. Und ja, ich habe volle Energie und werde einfach mal weitermachen. Erzähl uns was von den verschwundenen Gelehrten.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. Anything?
Nope. Anything else? Nope, 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 nope. Es gibt eine Reihenfolge, wo wir mit den Dorfbewohnern sprechen sollen. Deshalb gehe ich davon aus, dass wir erst am Ende was Sinnvolles bekommen. Oh, die Pyramide!
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Warum ist die Übersetzung? Du scheinst jemand zu sein, der sich gerne schlägt. Und warum hat sie Angst durchs Augen? Echt? Der sieht gleich so aus.
Don't change the subject.
Das hilft nicht, Sino. Kannst freundlicher sein.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Ich hinterfrage mal ihre modische Wahl da an Leggings plus Sandalen.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Ja, die können ja nichts dafür. Obwohl, eigentlich haben die sich dafür entschieden.
Grandpa?
Das ist riskant.
Hello there. It's little Isak. He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Ich will mein neues Rezept ausprobieren, was ich in der letzten Folge bekommen habe. Ich wüsste jetzt noch nicht, wo ich das finde. Es müsste ja auch so eine Sortierung geben nach Land. Das wäre hilfreicher. Weil es jetzt mittlerweile zu viele gibt. Das hier. Das ist das Lieblingsessen von Candice. Zufällig? Oh yes! Let's do it! Jetzt kann ich keins mehr machen? Was fehlt mir? Reis? Ich kann mir vorstellen, Reis fehlt, ja. So ein Mist.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora.
Hä?
Would explain why she's always mad at me.
Hä? Warum erzählt uns das?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a
Oh,
little
sag das
something
nicht,
for
Frau
the both
Paimon.
of you.
Sag das nicht, Frau Paimon. Was ist los, Sino?
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Er hat was gehört?
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land.
Bla, bla, bla.
Still, you say he's coming
Was ist die
back,
Quelle?
but
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King.
Sehr weit hergeholt.
Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Ich verstehe nicht dem seine Schlussfolgerung. Es sind so random. Einfach irgendwelche Sachen.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense.
Exactly. Those
What?
city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Von die Ecke.
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it
Good
you would
sir?
like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. Anyways, the radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Was mir so aufgefallen ist, dieser Samuel Wall, ich glaube, der hat eine andere Funktion, als nur den Wüstensand abzuhalten. Da steckt bestimmt noch was dahinter, aber...
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more.
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace. Please, don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty.
We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Gehen wir zuerst zu den Häusern der Gelehrten.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Oh Mann, kleine Kinder in Quests sind immer so anstrengend. Ah!
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Aber so lernt das Kind auch halt verschiedene Seiten von Menschen zu sehen, die sie auch nicht kontrollieren kann. Das ist irgendwie ganz interessant. So ein Inklusionsaspekt.
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
Das Smell. Riechst du den Weihrauch?
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
Ja, immer dasselbe Ding.
But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy?
Nope,
I need to
nope.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
Oh, Saino gefällt das nicht.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell.
So, you know Tainari.
You too?
Huh? You know him too? Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
Im Wald, als die Gelehrte ihr Training ausübte.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Teilen wir uns auf. Wir können Fotos machen. Wait. Nein, nicht so weit weg. Naja. Er kommt schon wieder. Traveler looked happy. Ach, er will auch nicht wieder zurück. Was haben wir denn hier? Ach, Kaso hatte Geburtstag. Vergessen. Eine Webaktion von Nahida. Er ist kurz nach Ormus gereist.
Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
Ja, Isaac, denk mal nach. Wenn er keine Freunde hat, dann kommt jemand, der nicht sein Freund ist.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the
Let's
incense.
go.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
Ja, Paimon, beispielsweise, wenn du etwas Leckeres riechst, dann gehst du sehr leicht an die Angel.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food?
Nothing.
Everyone's got something they love in life.
Yes.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days.
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Are the rumors really true?
Nee, wahrscheinlich nicht, Paimon.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
Das könnte allerdings sein, dass sie das so sehr glauben,
It's highly likely.
Please.
um ihre Thesen oder ihre Hypothesen zu unterstützen. Entführen die einfach. Oh nein, das geht runter. Nein, das wollte ich nicht. Nein, halt dich fest, Traveler.
We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back. Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dehya's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with...
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Sind alle Leute von der Wüste haben solche Pupillen, die ein bisschen länglich sind?
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and...
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Dehya, you're amazing!
Dehya, hast du das auch bemerkt? Sie hat mir zugezwinkert, wir sollten jetzt keine Fragen stellen.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Sie hat gerade was gesagt, was gar nicht stimmt, aber ich glaube, um den Typen zu täuschen, der hinten lauscht.
I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Die werden jetzt versuchen, uns klein zu machen. Wir können noch ein Foto machen. Together.
Sino, please don't take offense. I'm sure Dehya just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dehya's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength. I take no objection to it.
Dieses kurze Gespräch zeigt eigentlich voll deren Charakterzüge sehr. Sie ist halt besorgt und kümmert sich um die Angelegenheit anderer oder was sie bewegt. Und er denkt gerade, er missinterpretiert gerade Dehyas Worte total. Also er denkt, sie fürchtet, also seine Stärke ist der Grund, warum er nicht zurückbleiben soll. Ist überhaupt, naja, egal.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist?
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dehya. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Karawanenribat. Und ich habe mir schon gedacht, dass die Mauer für was anderes auch da sein sollte. Aber ich glaube, die liegt nicht ganz richtig. Und ich glaube, nee, vielleicht hat die noch einen anderen Zweck. Weil die wurde jetzt zweimal erwähnt. Oder die Aufmerksamkeit wurde zweimal darauf gelenkt. Deswegen glaube ich, dass es mit der Mauer noch was anderes auf sich hat. Hat ja ein Schutzwall sein können, als irgendwas passiert ist in der Wüste oder sonst was. Aber ja, sie bespricht auch das, was hier in Sumeru quasi der Fall sein soll, könnte, ist halt, oder ist quasi diese Zweiklassengesellschaft. Dass die Herkunft auch darüber entscheidet, welche Möglichkeiten man hat.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Prügeln wir uns. Egal, wir haben gefunden, wen wir wollten.
What's this all about, Zaki?
I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
Ich glaube, ich werde dir pullen, weil sie ein Großschwert trägt. Ich habe das Gefühl, ihre Skills wären bestimmt cool. Sie sieht schon cool aus.
If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger. You're here too, huh?
Passt perfekt hier. Gut gemacht, wir haben alle auf einmal.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars. All because of some baseless rumors?
Die Rumors.
Anything else I'm missing out on?
Das Witzige ist auch, die Gerüchte werden ja eben von den Weisen quasi verbreitet. Das ist ziemlich interessant.
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Kann ich mich prügeln? Oh, keine Dehya. Schade.
Allow me.
Das ist wohl ein...
Pin them down. We shall.
Keep moving. Fracture.
I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Ich wollte das sehen, dass sie ihn tritt.
Okay, that should be all of them.
You can step on me too.
So Enger and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
Ich frage mich, warum die immer so besessen sind vom Scarlet King. Ich glaube, ihnen gefällt aber die Vorstellung, einen Gott zu haben, weil eben genau sie sich machtlos fühlen, so wie Sumeru gerade eingeteilt ist.
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all.
Wow! What a genius idea! Well,
She is
that's
street
an expert
smart.
mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you...
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora. And that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Paimon, du weißt es besser.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Es gibt keinen richtigen Auftraggeber, aber du hast trotzdem das Richtige getan.
Dehya, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dehya.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling.
Mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No, that guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
Ganz sicher.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu?
Gut. Das Gesicht.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Was fällt dir jetzt ein?
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
Das ist interessant, aber weil der Traveler weiß das eigentlich schon, dass die Akademie hinter den Gerüchten steckt. Weil Cetari ja das gesagt hat, als sie mit der Wahrsagerin geredet hat.
They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Ja, das fällt dir auch früh ein, Ether. Cetari hat in Sumeru auch gesagt, dass die Akademie die Gerüchte zur Auferstehung des Königs der Schred verbreitet.
Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yeah.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dehya, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
Onkel Anpu, findest du es okay, dass wir in deinem Haus Leute verprügeln?
I just hope everyone's all right.
Ich glaube, meint die nicht.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
Ja, das Einzige, was ich vermuten würde, ist, dass sie die Auferstehung von der Schred gleichsetzen wollen. Aber es könnte auch sein, dass sie die Leute für was anderes verbraten.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa!
Hallo.
Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Was versuchst du? Paimon zu erziehen? Da bist du ein bisschen spät dran.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Mach nur, ich werde dich nicht aufhalten.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard. Enough with the silent treatment!
Ach, Paimon, das bist du doch gewohnt von Ether, vom Traveler. Willst du uns Zeit geben, noch einmal darüber nachzudenken?
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
True.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Ja, raus damit.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
She?
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Yes.
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Yeah.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and...
Right. You were asking about the the mad
Sie geht früh
scholars.
schlafen.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember?
Warum weiß sie, dass
She
das
made a
nachts
point of
passiert?
denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time. By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
I want to trust you.
Was für eine komische Person.
My
Die
apologies
Shani.
for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
Ah, sind Hafu. Okay, dann verstehe ich, warum sie so hin und her ist, aber trotzdem. Komische Person.
Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side.
Mach
And
deine
neither
eigene
side would
Seite,
want me.
Mädel.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah, Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
Ja, wie die Leggings, die du trägst.
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Nein, Paimon.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance. It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
What the fuck?
But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Himmelsrichtung?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not...
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Ja, wir gehen dahin.
Let's go!
Das klingt echt an wie eine Gespenstergeschichte. Alright.
Sand everywhere!
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Ist aber weit geflogen, Candice.
Flee! Hear my prayer!
Das Witzige ist, ihr schubst die Gegner immer. Das ist manchmal ein bisschen für Folgeangriffe ungünstig, weil man mehr Stamina braucht, um zu folgen. Aber für Bogenschützen oder für Katalysatorenkämpfer ist das eigentlich gar nicht mal so scheiße. Alhaitham, bist du sicher, dass du nicht irgendwie dahinter steckst?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night.
Okay.
We have time to burn. Until then.
Gehst du einfach ohne was zu sagen?
I'm taking a break.
Ah, okay.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Okay, sure.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya!
Ja, ein süßes Verhältnis. Irgendwie finde ich es lustig.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like
Jeder hat
this.
seine Hobbys. Vielleicht sollte ich dir das Lesen und Schreiben beibringen, Paimon.
Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Finde ich auch.
And anyway, is that Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated?
Sehr gut, Paimon. Du bist ganz toll und brav. Ich wollte den Loot sammeln vor der Tür. Ich hab Angst. Ich will nicht nachts in ein kaputtes Krankenhaus.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Hättest vorhin schlafen sollen.
Huh? What was that sound?
Oh Gott.
There it is.
Dieser Teil der Geschichte gefällt mir.
It's coming from that direction.
Oh Gott, oh Gott. No.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Aus dem Keller.
Hm?
Oh mein Gott.
It's from below.
Oh mein Gott.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Doch. Wir tun das Ding weg.
Something is off about the interior here.
Wir haben das wirklich sorgsam durchsucht, muss ich sagen, vorhin. Nicht. Ja, ich wollte den Loot sammeln, Leute. Oh Gott, das ist creepy as fuck.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Oh Gott.
Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here.
Oh. Shit. Das war die Abkürzung. Da steht 6. Ein riesen Schatztor.
Germinate! Scatter!
Billowing surge! Hold the line!
Hear my prayer!
Cyclone!
Das ist eine komplette Höhle voller Helichels, ne? Ich ignoriere euch mal.
Provisions are vital.
Okay, ist irgendwie eine tiefe Höhle. Total interessant. Was ist an der Wand? Gott vergibt alles. Sehr interessant. Hä? Gab's schon vorher Anschriften? Ah, okay, es gibt einfach einen Eingang nach außen. Dies war ursprünglich ein Ackergerät, mit dem der Erdboden aufgehackt wurde. In solchem Ödland vorzufinden ist etwas überraschend. Die Hacke ist stark abgenutzt. Scheint nicht mehr nutzbar zu sein. Einer floh aus dem Krankenhaus. I see. Interesting. Also unten können wir noch eine Geschichte aufdecken. Das war jetzt ein bisschen unabsichtlich. Aber zurück zum Krankenhaus. Das Krankenhaus war wohl nicht so beliebt bei denen, die da drin waren. Uralter Schlüssel. Altes Schließfach öffnen. Ich glaube, hier muss ich mal etwas markieren, weil wir müssen unbedingt hier mal die Gegend erkunden. Das ist sehr interessant. Patient Abbas hat ein Muttermal an der linken Schädelseite, ist linkshändig. Der Krankheitszustand weitaus ernst. Akute Todesgefahr ohne die Behandlung eines Spezialisten ist das Leben des Patienten. Es muss sofort eine Benachrichtigung erfolgen. Du darfst die Hoffnung nicht aufgeben. Aufgrund des hohen Alters des Dokuments ist der Rest nicht mehr entzifferbar. Ernähre dich gut, mach regelmäßig Ruhepausen und bleib guter Stimmung. Minzbohnensuppe mit... Okay, das ist Abendessen, Mahlzeiten der Woche. Das ist ja crazy creepy. In einer Notfallsituation bitte sofort einen jeweiligen Tag diensthabenden Arzt verständigen. Ibrahim, irgendjemanden, Amudi, der Rest ist leer. Eins ist geschwärzt. Eins ist geschwärzt, ein Name. Ich glaube, wir müssen wirklich die Truppe jetzt ändern. Den Chichi.
I'm here.
Ich würde sagen, ich mache hier einen Schlussstrich. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Das ist doch länger, als ich dachte. Heulen aus dem Elesa-Krankenhaus. Vielleicht finden wir jetzt heraus, was mit der Krankheit ein bisschen mehr auf sich hat und wie das früher untersucht und behandelt wurde. Aber es ist irgendwie creepy und passt jetzt eigentlich zu Halloween. Okay, ich wünsche euch was. Bis zur nächsten Folge.